Guys, chapter 4 is finally here. I'm gonna have so many things on your screen as I'm talking about everything here. If you haven't seen the trailers, we have a cinematic that played after the event that came out yesterday, so you probably saw that by now, but a new launch trailer just came out this morning. Definitely recommend checking it out. I just have so many images to put up on the screen. I don't know if I'll be able to show everything off. Here is the chapter 4 promo art you're looking at. It looks amazing. And here is the chapter 4 mini map. So we can see we got some biomes. We do have the normal grasslands. We have an autumn biome and what looks like an iceberg. In chapter 3, the snow biome was basically just grass covered in snow, but this looks like a real iceberg or frost biome, similar to what we had in chapter 1. Also, slightly new graphics, very similar to chapter 2 and 3, but the grass and the clouds were tweaked. The colors look a lot better, and a bunch of assets have been redesigned, like the rare chest you can see here. That's just one example of many things. I think the ammo box, the coolers, a bunch of stuff has just been slightly tweaked. Still looks more similar to recent chapters than it does to chapter 1, but I like the colors a lot more on this map. Here is our chapter 4 season 1 battle pass. You can see the collabs Doomslayer, Witcher, and then we have Geno, who is going to be called the Ageless in game. And guys, I gave away 3 chapter 4 battle passes on Twitter today, and be on the lookout for more giveaways during the holidays. You'll want to follow me on Twitter and make sure to enter those giveaways if you guys want to get this battle pass. So actually in the battle pass tab, it looks like we have a new UI, but it's the same system. They basically just reworked the Battlestar system to be more similar to the UI that we saw back in like early chapter 2. And it looks honestly more restrictive. You need to reach a certain level and then you're given the option to claim 1 out of like 3 or 4 rewards instead of the whole page. So I don't know what's up with that, but I do like this UI a lot better either way. And then we have a bunch of mid-season styles that are going to unlock throughout the season. Fortnite Chapter 4 is on Unreal Engine 5.1. I don't know what is so significant about this 0.1 update to Unreal Engine, but apparently it allows them to change the visual style a lot. They're really like flexing that this is Unreal Engine 5.1 with some screenshots here. It looks really good. I don't know if this was impossible to be done on Unreal Engine 5. Maybe this just makes it easier, performs better, but yeah, it looks really cool. And then we have some POI screenshots here. The Citadel, this POI looks crazy, a massive castle POI. We have Anvil Square, which looks kind of similar to Misty Meadows. So when Misty Meadows came out, it was kind of just a direct copy of Happy Hamlet. This looks similar but different, and I think that's really, really cool to see. Now we have Brutal Bastion. You can see Doomslayer holding an RPG. That is the classic RPG. It looks like those might be back. And you can see this kind of shield item in the top right corner, similar to the shield bubble, just smaller. We don't know what that is. I don't think that's in game right now, but we should be expecting that soon. And then we have Frenzy Fields, a farm POI. We didn't really have one on the last map, which was kind of weird. I guess the Sanctuary is kind of a farm, but more in the Fatal Fields style. Here we have Frenzy Fields, and this looks sick. And as you guys can see, like the color of the grass, I don't know, it just looks a lot better. Finally, it's like green. No more of this like piss yellow grass. It actually looks really good this season. And I already showed you guys the minimap with the POI names. You could have seen that we don't have any returning named POIs, but we do have a sound for discovering a classic area. So maybe there's some returning unnamed landmarks or relics. We do have this screenshot here of the Herald Tree. Now, obviously, this is not going to be like a whole point of interest, but it's just on the map. And yeah, we might be able to expect some cool Easter eggs on this new map. Now, everything new, dirt bikes. Finally, this seemed like such an obvious choice to add, but it took them this long, but we finally have it. Motorcycle, dirt bike vehicle. It looks really cool, and it's better than I could have thought, because recently, the vehicles have been really boring, I'm not gonna lie, excluding the Rocket League thing. You know, motorboats, cars, they're just so basic, but this one looks sick. You can shoot while riding it, you can perform tricks. It seems like the drift board to me, honestly, and that is so exciting. Next, we have a hurdling mechanic. Looks like you can hurdle over builds, and that is going to be our new movement mechanic for the chapter. Looks cool. I don't know how revolutionary that's going to be. Apparently, double jumping is in the works, and we might be getting that later this chapter. That was from an insider leak, but we don't have any official confirmation on that. I would have thought that would be added at the beginning of the chapter. That makes the most sense, but yeah, we got hurdling instead. Still kind of cool, so that'll hold us over for a while. New movement. We also have snowballs on the map that you can actually jump inside of and roll around. And obviously you can see here, roll into opponents. Looks pretty cool. Maybe that's just going to deal damage and maybe give them the ice feet effect, kind of like the sneaky snowman item we've had in the past. We also have sky jellies around the map. Now, the way they describe this, it looks like it's just going to function similar to the mushrooms that were in the reality biome. You just walk up to them and they will heal you health or shield depending on what you need. We have these kinetic ores, which they talked about in their blog post, but we honestly don't know much about them right now. That's going to be something that we have to hop in game to find out, but it says they're found at shattered slabs. Pull off physics sorcery with kinetic ore to strategically attack your opponents. So no clue what that means, but we did see some Goku looking mythic in the trailer. There was actually a My Hero Academia skin doing that. Maybe that is what this kinetic ore allows you to do. I don't know. And then for our new weapons, Excalibur rifle. That looks honestly insane. I cannot wait to see how that plays out. And they did give a small description of the weapons, but I mean, no point in really reading them out. It's just better to experience this stuff in game and really see how they play out. The Thunder shotgun. What is interesting about this shotgun, it was actually named Pump Shotgun in the Epic Games asset pack. So it looks like it's going to function very similar to the Pump Shotgun, which is pretty exciting. The Maven Auto Shotgun, again, looks very similar to the TAC. So they did this last chapter. The Striker Pump and the Auto were basically just reskins of the Pump and the TAC. I don't think we're getting classic weapons back, but again, looks like we're getting just items that are very similar to those classic weapons in the form of the Thunder and the Maven Auto shotguns. The Red Eye Assault Rifle, this does have a red dot when you scope down sights, so that looks pretty cool. Twin Mag SMG, and I'll actually say the description of this one because this is pretty interesting. It has a double-sided magazine for an extra fast reload. So that's going to be pretty cool to see how that plays out in game. And the Tactical Pistol. This doesn't look like anything special. Yes, it looks different to the pistols we've seen in the past, but I mean, we've seen in Chapter 3, they added the sidearm pistol. That was basically just a direct reskin of the normal pistol. They buffed it by 1 damage. It was pretty much the same. I don't think there's going to be anything exciting, but hey, it's a new weapon, new icon, new model. So now a really cool new weapon we have this season is the Shockwave Hammer. Kind of a melee hammer weapon that just lets you jump super high and blast enemies away like a shockwave grenade, but this actually deals damage to opponents if you hit them, as you can see in the video here. So that looks pretty cool. Slap Berries. This is a reskin of Clonberries, but it actually is a little different. Not only will this heal you, it will also give you short-term unlimited energy regen to stay sprinting longer, which basically means you can sprint without using stamina just for a limited time until the effect wears off. So that is really cool. And then we have Slap Juice, which is the same as Slap Berries, but it just heals more and the sprint lasts longer. So I'm assuming the Slap Juice is going to be an item you can find from chests or floor loot, and then the Slap Berries is going to be just around the map like Clonberries. Hot drops are returning. If you guys played late Chapter 1, you will already recognize this. Basically, it's from Season 9 or 10, where certain POIs on the map had gold names, and if you dropped there, these drones would be floating around. You just shoot them out the sky, and they drop you good weapons. So they got a little reskin and they're back, which is cool to see. Capture points. It looks like a capture the flag mechanic. Now, I don't know if this is at every POI, but it says to stay at a POI's capture point long enough and you'll gain control. Chests and opponents will be marked in your captured area. In their blog post, they talk about the squad claiming the POI, so I don't know if this is a feature in all the game modes, if this is a solo thing, or if this is only duo, trio, squads, or maybe only in squads. We don't know. We'll have to find out. But it does look like a really useful feature. Gotta talk about reality augments, aka perks. At intervals in your match, you'll be given a randomized choice of 2 reality augments. The longer you remain in the match, the more reality augments you'll collect. Augments last until the match's end. So basically, as you're playing the game, you will unlock perks that just slightly change your gameplay, and you are given a choice between them. There are 22 reality augments that can be obtained on day 1, and they went over some specific ones here. Light Fingers makes your weapons using light ammo reload faster. Mechanical Archer gives you a mechanical explosive and shockwave bow. So bows are back, which is really cool. I love the shockwave bow. Looks like we have the shockwave bow and the shockwave hammer, and I guess shockwave grenades to craft the bow. I don't know if crafting's back, but yeah, looks like it's gonna be a crazy season 1. Aerialist grants you glider redeploy for the rest of the match, so that makes sense. I mean, they tried glider redeploy just giving it to everyone back in chapter 1. It didn't really work out. Then we had the glider redeploy item, which was just, I don't know, kind of weird. I think this is the best way to do it. Supercharged, your vehicles won't consume fuel and they'll have increased health. That is sick. That is how vehicles should be, honestly. There's no need for fuel. They didn't need fuel back in chapter 1. And then soaring sprints. While sprinting, only while sprinting, you'll be able to jump much higher and jump with lower gravity. And that lower gravity part means no fall damage. Don't like your randomized options? Re-roll them for another chance at your faves, or maybe ones never chosen before. Mix and match reality augments to find your favorite combo to support your next victory royale. And here we have a collection of a bunch of the perks that it looks like are in the game right now. So yeah, this is really cool. Looks like there's one that gives you shield while you're hiding in a bush. There's one that might make climbing over walls easier. It seemed like there wasn't a lot Epic could do to really change up gameplay. I mean, they've been doing this game for over 5 years now, and yet they're still constantly adding these groundbreaking features. Now for some random things, we have a free loading screen. I'm going to put the code on screen right now. You go to fortnite.com/redeem, sign into your Epic account, and put in this code. And it's just the Chapter 4 Season 1 key art. Really cool loading screen. I definitely recommend getting that. And this is just another loading screen in the files. This might be in the battle pass, I don't know, but I just wanted to show this off because this art looks so good. Honestly, respectfully, I hated the event. I absolutely hated it, but visually it looked amazing. Our chapter 4 season 1 wind umbrella, which looks like it's going to be specifically for Geno. Not really a fan of when they do these wind umbrellas specifically for one skin, but yeah, that's looks like what we got this season. Also, you can see some UI changes. They just changed up like the buttons and the fonts. So yeah, it's just slightly different. Not really a full UI overhaul. Something they did change though, the banner UI has been changed after 5 years. It still looks very similar, okay? It basically just looks like the old banner UI with a new coat of paint, but it's about damn time because it looked so outdated before. And here is everything updated for the item shop. You can see some new bundles here. You can see the Nogops Yuletide Ranger bundle, the Gingerbread Raider bundle, and the Reindeer bundle. You can also see the new Winter Sky skin, a new Christmas skin added to the files. Also, a really old emote, the tidy emote. I actually have this one. It has not been seen in the shop in so long. It's been updated for the item shop and it looks like it's coming back soon. And next we have some upcoming collabs that were shown in trailers. Hulk, obviously you can see him, and they actually talked about him in the blog post. They said that he's coming very soon, so we can expect that in the item shop probably within the next 2 weeks. We have a Mr. Beast icon skin. Really weird choice for an icon skin, but sure, he's here, Mr. Beast. And then we have the My Hero Academia collab that I talked about before. You can see one of the skins here. So yeah, really cool update, guys. This was just the leaks video. I'm going to be uploading a full battle pass breakdown and a full season breakdown, explaining everything, going around the new map, talking about the new mechanics, explaining the new weapons, all of that. You don't want to miss that. That's going to be uploaded later today. Once servers are live, I can get in and record all of that. And as I said earlier, there will be more Chapter 4 Season 1 Battle Pass giveaways on my Twitter as we get closer to the holidays, probably around the time that the in-game Winterfest starts. So make sure to follow me on Twitter. You don't want to miss that. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.